sure about, like I say, I'm totally not sure about Greenview because I've never had a clinical experience there. But medical center has now gone to a medical teaching institution. So they have residents, they have interns, and they have medical students. So therefore, you're going to see a lot more of a teaching mode. Every time they're teaching that medical student, and you'll see it I notice it a lot more in the cath lab because they'll be there teaching that medical student all the stuff. Hover in there. And you're saying, I don't need to know that level. Oh, yes, you do. And I told you from the very beginning we met last semester that there's nothing different that you need to know between a physician and a nurse. We have to still have that information. I'm not going to write orders as the bedside nurse, but believe me, if you're a good bedside nurse, you're telling the doctor what orders they need to be ordered.
And also too, you know, we're helpful to those students and residents sometimes because we've understood it a different way and it makes sense to us. And if you question it, you know, it's like, but I thought this, and it gets a dialogue going. So take advantage of being in clinical this semester.
And did you pay attention to which students last time said which medical students not to date?
Don't pay any of them.
None. No.
I would say that 100 times.
No, and if anybody's married to a doctor in here, I'm so sorry for you. You think I'm kidding? I do have one thing to ask.
To ask or to add?
Ask.
Ask. Now Sarah's this is Sarah's first time to interact with us, so on Monday she's gonna be interacting with Miss Stewart a lot, and on Tuesday she'll be interacting with me a lot.
We're sorry.
So.
She's stuck with
Okay,
this.
so this is the situation. So the patient's in the ED, and they have to go up to the cath lab. And the cath lab, the doc says, come on in here, but you have to dress out. You have to dress out. Not touch, just dress out. In gown, gloves, mask.
The ED nurse would not be able to do, the ED student should not go in and do that. The cath lab nurse will take, the cath lab student will take that opportunity.
But they'll be allowed to
They
scrub
can
in.
walk upstairs with them.
Can they scrub in?
They probably will not, nobody's gonna scrub in. You and your scrubbing in crap.
No, I'm just saying, not touching.
But if
not
there's,
touching,
but if
just
there's
looking.
not a student in cath
Just
lab,
looking. Just looking.
I think we have to determine whether we feel like that's the experience that we need them to get. I don't think anybody needs 2 days in the cath lab.
Well, 12 inches from a sterile field is what they'd have to stand.
No, they stand in the corner in the cath lab at the medical
That's
center.
fine, but
Okay,
12
it's
inches.
way more than 12 inches. It's like 12 feet.
See, that's good. That's good. But they would still have to have mask, gown.
Oh,
fully
yes.
sterile.
and it depends on who's working.
And
That's
some of
pretty
them
much what it boils
absolutely will
down
not
to.
let any students in that room. I can't remember which ones they are, but, because I don't really know their
There's
names.
still a glass window.
They can be in the tech room.
Yeah.
They can be in there. They can watch the whole thing.
Okay.
And that's sometimes they get to see more because
I like to see the catheter move in and watch all the dye go in. You see all the structures. I think that's a better
see the
experience.
big
Because you don't do that much in the
But,
cath lab.
but you do though, you get to